Hello, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful world called life. But seriously, welcome to the first episode back to the Funky Monkeys channel. It wasn't very long.
It's only been a little while. Come on.
It's only been like 5 years.
Has it been 5 years?
Something like that, yeah. 2014-ish.
Wow.
Yeah. We're coming back full forced, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, I guess. And this intro sucks.
We'd at least like to assume that it'll be a lot of fun. Of course, we can't really make any predictions now.
So we're still a little bit rusty on our mic skills, but we're
Rusty's a really nice way to put that. Let's be honest.
So we're gonna be doing a short little update podcast right now.
I guess so. The first thing that we should really talk about is who is still a part of the Funky Monkeys. I guess from the very first intro video that we recorded, what was it, 5 years ago?
Yeah, it was 5 years
Whatever
ago.
it was. There were technically 5 of us. Only 4 of us were recording in that video. And that would have
only
been
4 of us even recorded because Tyler never got a chance to come over.
But we also never introduced Tyler.
Nah, but he
guess,
was there in spirit.
Yes. That's literally exactly what we said in that video.
Oh yeah, we did.
We did. Yeah.
It's not like we just watched it and I remembered that.
So, I suppose let's just start by introducing who I am. I guess if anything, my voice should sound familiar since I was the one that started the original intro video. But my name is David. I used to... Your chair is creaky.
Dude, I know. I'm sorry.
I used to run a channel by the name of Magma Designs. I still post a couple things to it on and off. But that's more university related. However, my name is David. Just to keep it short and sweet. I've run on for way too long. Let's pass it off to Deke.
Hi, my name's Deke, and I kind of don't remember what I said in the first video, but a little update. So it's been about 5 years since our last video, and then we were just in high school.
We were we seniors?
Yeah, we were going into our senior year.
Going into?
No. We were in our senior. No. It was because I remember we started.
We did the Omaha trip, and I don't think
it was
that
after
was our
football
senior
season.
year.
Because we started this after the senior football season was over.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Because the Omaha trip was in December because it was cold as fuck.
But was that I remember that because we were all in our winter coats and everything. But I don't remember that being our senior year.
Yes. Yeah, it was. It was their senior year. We did go to the... Did you go? Yeah, we went to the one our sophomore year, too.
I did not go to that.
You did not go?
No.
Then who the fuck... I went.
I think Patrick went.
Okay, that's who I remember being there then, too. But, yeah.
I know we took a trip out with Zach at one point, and we went to some bone museum. Was that in Oklahoma?
I haven't been with you guys to Oklahoma. Yeah, every time you guys go, I'm on a weekend trip, and let me explain real quick. Then we'll go back to this.
I'm really running off on tangents.
No, I want to go back. I want to go back on this tangent, but no. Basically, yeah, like I said, my name's Deke Hansen, and I'm since getting out of high school, I didn't go the college route. I had a long talk with one of my teachers, and we decided that college just wasn't for me. It's not because I'm stupid or anything.
I don't think it was more that college wasn't for you. I think it was because you had passions elsewhere that kind of overshadowed your desire to go to college.
And if any of you guys know who I am, by the time this comes out, because I know I tried to do a vlog series about this, but I'm a professional wrestler. That's right, like the WWE! Like that, but on a much smaller scale. Which is kind of cool because wrestling is becoming this. It's starting to get more popular. And it's crazy because
it is.
WWE.
I've noticed because I, as a computer science student, I tend to browse Reddit quite a bit, and on and off nearly every day I'll see something from the wrestling subreddits on the front page, which is pretty insane.
Oh, and by the way, to keep our attention span going, we are playing Red Dead Redemption 2. David's never played it. I beat it. I'm just finishing up. I should probably just go to a side mission. But we're just going to kind of play this to kind of, if you guys are entertained by our voices, you can at least be entertained by how much we are not good at video
our
games.
Soothing, sweet, masculine voices.
Yeah, we'll ride up to Homer St. Clair. Or is that his name? Sinclair. Yep.
Hamish.
But
like Hunger Games.
Younger.
Almost. Except his name was
Younger.
Hey Mitch. Wow, I have a short attention span.
But yeah, so I'm a professional wrestler. Been doing it since 2015. I've kind of covered this in most of my vlogs. I've stopped doing the vlogs mainly because at the time I wasn't really getting booked. But near the end of this,
So, speaking of vlogs, we do plan to bring something back in regards to Deeks Wrestling, just because I think that'd be interesting.
just just like a weekly vlog about the wrestling, even if it's not about me, even if David said there's nothing cool that happens in his life.
Promise there's nothing interesting about
But you
going
never
to
know. You never know.
college.
You can
At least as a
point and
as a
shoot.
nerdy kid.
That's the craziest things about you never know. You never know. You can see something like, oh, you don't see that every day. Bam. Even if it's like a picture. Bam. But I think we never actually got through what we were first saying with who was originally a part of this.
You're right.
Yeah, because we started talking. But so Tyler, one of our good friends, Tyler, he was a part of it. Kind of, he was in spirit, like we said, and then
If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see that I designed, I guess, branding images for him,
hold on.
and also
All right, Dave, you want to see my favorite part about this game?
I do.
Okay, so you get this bow and arrow out, right? And you aim it. Shit.
Is that
come
a
on.
bad person? Do we wanna?
I'm a bad person.
You're a bad person.
I'm a fucking terrible person.
So
And then you hit this, which slows everything down. You aim for the head, and he's dead. And then it rides away with the body, and then he falls off. And then before anybody sees it, you run away. I was playing this earlier because I haven't played this in like 6 months, and there's another person. But I'll let him
don't
live.
kill him. He's on his
It's pu-
merry way.
I kept killing people, and I was just like, the murders, they won't stop. And I was by myself, so I'm pretty sure I'm going insane. Anyways, you continue.
possible.
Continue about.
What was I saying? I said something about channel art branding. Yeah, for Tyler and for Deke. Deeks was Deeks Watch. You still have that channel, right?
I could probably get back into it, but I do have actually a good amount of videos. I need to get back into it because there's one video that I really want to show people, but I can't because it's that 4th of July video.
Is this the one where
I didn't understand what demonetized meant at the time. I thought that meant copyright. Like,
No.
okay, well, it did. It dealt with copyright. So I was like, fuck this. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it down. But basically, they weren't gonna like strike it or anything. They were just gonna demonetize it. So I took it down because I'm an idiot. Like I told you at the time, I had no idea what any of this meant. So, because when I started YouTube back in 2014, that was new, and I got into it because I watched a guy by Uber Hexer Nova, or James Wilson is what he professionally goes by now. But yeah, I want to get that video back nonetheless. It's you remember that? We went to Patrick's house.
Yeah, I do. I was gonna ask if that was what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Where we nearly died.
It
That's a bit
it
extreme,
won
but
it
was
won
a
it
bit
won
severe.
in one good shot. You see. It was the last fireworks too. That's the best part. It was the last set of fireworks, and you see they were shitty fireworks, and you
They were
see
pretty bad.
one blow out the side and go to you and Patrick and about blow up Patrick's car. And as I'm like, oh shit, it falls over and then shoots at me and your brother Sylvian.
Yeah. He got hit in
And
the leg.
yeah, so we both
You
we
did
both
too? I
yeah.
thought it was just him.
We were right next to each other when it happened, and you can see it come at us and go and like explode.
I do remember that.
So I will let you continue. I'll just pop in every time.
What was I saying? I was talking about channel art. Yeah, I did it for you and Tyler. Tyler's channel at the time was called The Dirty Turtle.
And that was the name I gave him. Sorry.
Seriously?
Yeah, that was the name I gave him. So Tyler and I'm a huge wrestling fan as long as I am a professional wrestler too. I believe
Well,
if
okay, so I don't think someone would get into professional wrestling if they weren't a wrestling fan. So
people don't go into the professions unless they are a fan of it.
that is correct.
What you are going into more,
Software engineering.
and you had to almost be a fan of wanting to do that or wanting the
Well, yeah.
knowledge to do it,
Mhm.
right? You gotta have that passion, and It's crazy because Patrick, I won't discuss where he went to school or what he went for because that's for him to tell, but he went for one thing and then lost it and then found a passion in another thing, and now he's fucking kicking ass in that.
That's right.
And
he wasn't in a similar field to me, but now he's just. I don't want to say it's a complete 180, but it is very different from what he initially.
It's definitely not in the same category.
No, not
it's
even close.
Not even close. But it's cool. I'm proud. I'm happy for all you guys. But
now I'm gonna sound like an ass, but I'd say I'm happy for all of you.
You copycat. But no,
I'm so proud of you.
Tyler
guys.
and I, when we first met, we met in like 5th grade. Like I think that's when we all met. Yeah, that's when we all pretty much met. But we didn't hang out until about 6th grade, and that's when we realized we both liked wrestling. We're like, oh yeah, and there were some other people that lived with us, like Bobcat. He liked wrestling too.
Right?
TJ did, but he was gone before 6th grade. He left in the middle of 5th grade.
The only thing I remember about him was that he was really tall, like way taller than all of us.
I have not talked to him since 5th grade, and it's because I can't find him, and I don't really want to talk to him. I just
Nathan guy too.
I know his last name, but I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
You know, no confidentiality. But yeah, he was that guy. Was crazy. I wonder what he's doing now. But Tyler and I, we quickly became like really close, good friends. I mean, even best friends all the way through even high school, and along with you guys too. Obviously, I never say I have one best friend. I have a best friend.
I don't think you and I specifically were really close friends until
the banana
like
incident.
8th grade.
Well, we didn't.
No, because we were really good friends in 5th grade.
Yeah, because of the banana.
Yeah.
I made a banana poop. Yeah, so we were good friends in 5th grade. We talked in 6th grade.
Something happened between us or something, because I remember in 6th or 7th grade, and probably even 8th grade. I think
it was during my gangsta phase.
That's right.
I was trying to fit in with none of the cool kids because no one else was having this phase. Everybody else was, dressing normal, and I had saggy pants and a backwards hat.
If anything, you can say you were inspired by the great John Cena.
Let's go with that, because in all reality, I was listening to a bunch of Eminem and Ludacris and Nelly.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went. Well, it's because my sister, she listened to that, and growing up, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, but I only grew up with one of my sisters, and growing up, that's really all we listen to. Besides the country, I love country. I'll listen to country all day. But sometimes you need a break.
I don't have a comment about country, but
sometimes you need a break from it, because that's all we listen to on all the road trips and stuff. And that's what my sister and I
that's a pretty harsh divide between country music and Eminem of all rappers.
Well, I like any type of music. I like any type of anything. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Tyler and I
had your gangster phase.
Yeah, so
we were talking because we weren't really close friends in middle school. I guess junior high, proper.
And then
high school.
Like end of freshman year, we started getting more. It had to be the second half of freshman year, because the first half of freshman year, I did a complete. We talk about the 180. I did complete. Oh, I'm not even going the right way.
I need to do a 180.
I went from being complete gangsta to a complete country boy, and I wore jeans every day, and
I remember you had boots.
I
you
hated
took shop classes.
Well, I took shop because that was actually fun, except for welding. One time, and this is for all the welders out there, if you ever weld, make sure you have your shit grounded. Oh, I ran over something. Make sure you have your shit grounded, because it's hard to explain unless you know how to weld. But so on my desk right here, you take. I don't know the terminology, but the way we did it was we took a clip that needed to go to ground, because if you didn't, then you're gonna get shocked the shit out of you, right? So bam,
yeah.
you put it on the metal. Then you take another one, you put it on the piece that you're working. Okay, now those two are grounded, and it's all the electricity and every shit is gonna go right there.
Yeah.
I then took it's like a big long needle stick type thing. And it was we're working on bead welds or something, and I was just working on it, and I got tired, and I rested my elbow on the table, and it shocked the shit out of my elbow. I like spazzed the fuck out for a second, and I thought like, I was seriously hurt.
Speaking of, I have a tangent about that, but I'll let you finish your story unless you're done.
I do know. Well, then after that we got closer, and I think we've been pretty close since. But
yeah,
the original tangent, Tyler.
Good Lord, we're bad.
It's okay, content. Tyler and I, we used to wrestle in my backyard. I had a trampoline.
Pretty severely, if I say so myself.
Oh yeah, we would beat the fuck out of each other. That, and we do it all the time. And so we even did it for a class project. That was funny.
Stay subscribed for a future video on that, guys.
Tyler and we would make up our own like professional wrestling, like characters and stuff. And I mean, we had like 30 of them, and I don't remember what mine was. I think I just went underneath my name, but he wanted something.
You did Deke Squatch.
Maybe I might have done that, but I know I
remember that being a big part of your identity in high school.
Yeah, because we had ETW and EBW, Extreme Trampoline Wrestling, and then Extreme Backyard Wrestling. It was like he was like the champion at his company, and I was the champion at mine, and we were always feuding and all this, and we would exchange victories back and forth.
I want to butt in here and say that those of you listening, they were children. So try not to be too harsh on judgment.
Oh, no. You know what? No, fuck that. Judge me, because we did this all the way up until about junior year.
Still a child.
Hey.
If I say still a child.
Hey, you know what? If you...
17.
Hey, we're here. That's fine, though. If you want to go into your backyard and pretend to be a dinosaur, Step Brothers reference, go for it. Be a fucking dinosaur. But I just remember one day we were like... No, okay. I called his move because he did like a flying clothesline, and I called it the Flying Wombat. And we were laughing so hard about that. And then I think one day he got his back dirty, and he was like all hunched over, and I was like, "You look like a dirty turtle." And so I just started calling him Dirty Turtle, and so we laughed so hard about it that became his wrestling character, and he would do the Flying Wombat. All of his moves were like an action and then animal. Yeah. Like I think he did one. It was like the kicking tiger or something like that. It was some stupid shit. But yeah, and so we call him the Dirty Turtle, and that's kind of stuck. And yeah, because I pitched that to you, because I asked him, I was like, hey, do you want to do this channel? And he's like, yeah. And then I was like, okay. And I was like, the only way you gotta do it, you gotta be the Dirty Turtle. And he's like, all right. That's why you made the Dirty Turtle. It's just funny stuff.
Anywho, what were we on about? I know you hit your elbow, or no, you shocked your elbow.
Shocked the fuck out of
my roommate this summer, he hit his elbow on his desk getting up to go to the bathroom, right? And so when you hit your elbow, that's a...
See if I can get one from right here. Stay.
So he hit his funny bone, and it was such a bad hit that he ended up going to the bathroom and passing out.
What?
Yeah. It was really bad.
Is he used? I don't want to call him like a bitch or anything. Like, I'm not calling him that. That's what I'm trying to stay away from.
No, he hit it so bad that he felt it all like up across his arm, down his whole body.
See, I've had bad ones, but nothing like that. Like, yeah. I haven't even been slammed or hit in the ring that bad to where I felt like I was going to pass out.
Yeah. No, just whenever I heard that, because he was so suspicious about it, thinking that something might be terribly wrong with him, that he Googled it and tried to be his own doctor with it.
See, that's the worst thing
he found out that this is actually normal. That if you hit it hard enough, it can cause such a response in your body that you just go into kind of like a state of shock.
I can see that. I can see that all being the nerves, yeah.
What made it worse is that immediately after it happened, he got up and walked to the bathroom. What he should have done was just sit down.
Yeah, because all that blood then goes away from your head. And, yeah,
it's pretty bad.
I'm trying to think. Recently, I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing. I don't know if anybody has been dealing with this, but I guess not recently, but all my life, if I sit or lay down for too long, and I'll stand up and I'll stretch, and it'll be a good stretch, I'll black out.
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay, that's cool
normal.
because that's
No,
been.
Deke, you have a very rare medical condition. You should go.
Well,
talk to a
you know,
doctor.
I had a sore throat and I looked it up and I was pregnant, so you know, WebMD. But that's like the
Again,
worst
Deke.
thing. Never look
I
up
don't-
your symptoms on WebMD.
Don't say never, because sometimes it's a good
Okay,
way
sometimes.
to like if you're curious about it and then you go to the doctors and bring up that you searched it up, found out what it might
I did that.
be.
My doctor looked at me and was like, "You looked it up," and it was like something I
Well,
forgot.
What the hell do they do?
I don't know.
They
They're
look
doctors.
things
I don't
up.
know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But I looked up something. It was like you have terminal cancer. It was like one of the things, or like you had some type of cancer, and I was like, I should probably get this checked out. And I got it checked out. It was something stupid, but
Cancer.
I was like,
No.
I looked it up. You looked it up.
That's not right.
Yeah.
But I guess I can't really speak too much on that because most of my job is just looking things up online.
And my job is
Besides the
to
point.
grab sweaty men and throw them on the ground. And it's not porn. So there's that. I mean, unless you... Well, we're about to have a cutscene, but I don't care. Unless you, like, put... I always tell people if you take... Well, I heard this from a wrestler. If you take porn... He says gay porn. I don't think it really matters. Take porn and then you put it and then like just the audio of it, and then you take the audio from like a wrestling match that's like filmed close,
Yeah, so minus the crowd.
minus the crowd. You're gonna hear about the same noises. Bunch of bleh.
A lot of
And a vulgar.
big bodies hitting the floor as well.
Wrestling's fun. You've been to a couple of my things.
I have.
Yeah.
Very excited.
You were at my first match.
I was,
That's where
yeah.
I met my girlfriend. Yeah.
I didn't meet her then.
No,
You met her then.
No, she wasn't even my girlfriend then.
That's right.
We just met. We took a picture. We were trying to find that picture.
Is it not on Facebook or anything? That's besides the point. What we're talking about is his wrestling event.
Yeah.
So we went, and I think the big thing for me was that I didn't really care about the other wrestlers. And that's not because I'm not interested in wrestling. My dad's a big fan of it, and I guess by proxy, I was also a big fan of it. I keep track of it. I'm not, like, devoted to it in the same way that Mr. Deke Hansen over here is. But
Yellow.
I follow it enough that I know what's going on usually. Anywho,
All right.
we went to this...
I'm about to get fucked up by this wolf. Apparently. Okay. You keep talking.
We
You got
went to
this.
his first event, and the other wrestlers are going in and out of the ring, winning their matches and whatnot.
I haven't really heard your side of this at all. Like I've asked you, and you guys said, "Oh, it was good." You know,
Well,
we
yeah,
came
so
there. I haven't actually-
I just about fell off this chair. We could have recreated that first video all over again. I remember, so your good friend's dad, you know who I'm talking about, because he was one of the only other parents there. His family was.
Okay.
You know who it is, right?
Yes.
Okay. T. We'll say that.
Oh, okay.
T.
Yeah. Well, no.
So-
No, you can just say Tristan's family was there too.
Yes.
Tristan's going to be a part of this.
But-
I've already asked him. He's cool with it.
So his dad was teasing me the entire time because apparently their camera guy looked like me. And that's what...
Yeah.
That was complete bullshit because I look nothing like him. Whatever. That's a whole different story. But that's kind of what kept us entertained. Just his dad teasing me and everyone else. We also noticed how a lot of the wrestlers there... What was it called? Was it XCW?
KCXW.
KCXW. A lot of the wrestlers didn't really look like wrestlers, I guess, in the sense. So when you think of a professional wrestler like
To put this in
WWE,
to put this more in a more of a well, why didn't they look like them? It was their third show they ever did. So
third show.
I was a part of the second show. I was not part of the first show. So continue. Sorry.
I did not know that.
Yes. So a bunch of those guys were actually trainees. No, but
You
nonetheless.
still drew out a crowd there.
Oh yeah, they still had a lot.
Yeah.
They still had a pretty decent crowd. That's probably their most decent crowd, and then lately they've.
What was that show at the
Anyways.
Alamo Draft House? That one was pretty cool.
Yeah, Alamo was a pretty fun site. Anyways, continue about your first
what was I saying?
experience.
Yeah, so we kind of just noticed that nobody there really looked like a wrestler. And as Deke mentioned, apparently it was their third show ever. So I'm going to cut them some slack in that regard. But none of the other matches were really that interesting. They kind of seemed like they dragged on for too long. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. I guess since you're the one that actually wrestled, you had more perspective into it and how it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It wasn't an entertaining show up until our good friend Cornelius Weaverstone. That's Deke's first. Can I call it a character? Is it a character or is it more of a persona?
Character, gimmick, persona.
Gimmick,
So it's
that's
all,
the word I was looking for.
It's
So
all
that
the
was your
same.
first
It's
gimmick.
an external part of who I am and where my career began, and I'm
That's right.
sure I'll have a nice long talk with some wrestling people about that because I was that for a long time until this year.
That was your gimmick for a majority of your wrestling
2016 to end of 2018.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, it wasn't until that match started, and I don't even remember who you wrestled.
I don't want to track. You track. A guy by the name Cody Wilson who went by Alex Gutrot. He was the.
I don't remember him.
He
one
was.
bit.
He looks so different today. Still good guys. His ring name's Cody Wilson now. He's all right guy. We did that match, and then like the next weekend we went to McCook, Nebraska, which
You're
is
gonna say McDonald's.
we went to McCook, Nebraska, and wrestled. But he first got the name Alex Gutrot. He made it up himself, I guess, and then somebody told him, "Who this person I'm about to talk about is a fucking moron and deserves to never step close near anything wrestling related." He told him he should be the 3-2-1 kid after the 1-2-3 kid. Well, his name's X-Pac. I can't remember. Sean Waltman. He wanted him to be like that, and it was just.
That is a ridiculous name. 3-2-1 kid.
Yeah, because so the 1-2-3 kid was Sean Waltman. 1-2-3 because he beat Razor on one of his debut matches with Razor Ramon, and it was 1-2-3, so they called him the 1-2-3 kid. Yeah. He wanted him to be the 3-2-1 kid.
There's a market here for wrestler history.
Maybe if people want it. But yeah, oh, what the fuck? Something's glitching out on his fucking hat. I don't know. Anyways, continue with how great I am. Boost my ego even more.
So whoever this dude he was wrestling, I don't really remember anything about him. Like, I guess goes to show how entertaining of a wrestler he was then. Now, I haven't seen him since, so I don't know if he's gotten any better. I guess that's more for Deke to say again since he knows the guy. But that match, I remember... oh, Jesus.
Oh, I got it right in the face. Oh, there's more. There's more. Got it. Oh. Shoot.
Jesus.
Shoot. There's more. Stop. Why are you crouching?
He's hurt.
All right. Okay. That was scary.
That was very terrifying. What in the world was I saying? Yeah, so that entire match was really exciting for me because I got to see my close friend, following his dreams and pursuing something that made him happy.
Oh shit. I'm taking a drink and I'm not paying attention. Oh, there we go. Fuck you, wolf. Yeah, that's right. Stab the shit out of it. Come on. You had to do that with a lion in this game, like an actual big fucking African lion. It ran at you, and all you had was a pistol, and you had to do your dead eye. You had to just.
Wow.
Yeah, it was annoying.
I would have to be wearing my brown pants for that.
Yeah, so in that match, though, I did what's called a suicide dive, which I don't know if they're trying to get away from the suicide part of that name of
It
that
wouldn't
move?
surprise me.
But basically, you run and you jump out of the ring and you land on the guy. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I remember that.
So here's the thing. I about killed myself. Like, I about probably committed suicide
That's
on
right.
that.
It was your vest.
My vest. Because Weaver Stone was a more of like a circus character, and I wore a vest. Came through, ripped off the buttons, and I dove down. Luckily, he was close enough that I landed on him and everything was great. I have not done that move until last week. Or not last week. A couple weeks ago, I was at a show, and I did a dive. Shit, I didn't mean to drop it. No, I didn't mean to drop it. And I did a dive, and it looked fantastic. Oh, I'm having, like, the burps. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. But yeah, so wrestling's fun. I don't know what to do.
Where did we even come from this? So, Dirty Turtle. We haven't even finished who all was a member of
What
the
am I
original
doing now?
Funky Monkeys. I guess, what is it? So we could probably finish off with kind of talking with who we all were, and then kind of our plans going into the future with this.
Yeah, let's
So-
do that, because that sounds like fun.
So we've gotten through 4 out of the 5. The last one was my brother, Sylvian. Don't know whether he'll be a part of this now, but it'd be cool to have him come on. We could probably do some reactions over old videos.
And that's the same thing with like Patrick, because I know he's super busy and he's
Yeah.
usually like a lot of states away. You know, anytime we can get him in here, I want to record something, because even though we're probably going to be the 2 main focal points of this channel, they're still honorary Funky Monkeys. Like they're still I consider them just as much part of the channel as either of us, even though they're not going to be here on a regular basis. Even and nothing against David, but David's finishing up his
That's right.
last semester
my
of
good
school.
old
Congratulations, man. That's
degree.
fucking awesome.
I'll be happy to be done with school.
Yeah.
Let's just say that much.
But I
It's
know
not been easy.
during that time, you know, you may see a lot of different faces or hear a bunch of voices.
And that is a part of the plan. We kind of want to, I guess if we can call it a podcast, more just commentary with a game playing in the background. But the idea is to kind of give different perspectives into different topics that we find interesting. Right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I know you want to bring on some wrestlers and talk about stuff with them.
Mhm.
And I think it'd be very interesting.
And I know a lot that would definitely want to come on. Definitely, because we're in the Midwest, and one of these guys I really want to bring on, his name's Derek Stone, and he helped train me a little bit, and he's just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's been in the wrestling business for a long time. He was actually on WWE for a little bit, as they call him. It's the term called a jobber, and I don't want to take too much away from the curtain of wrestling, but basically it's a guy, if you're trying to, like, let's say David's a new kid coming into wrestling and they want him to look strong, or they want him to you know they want people to really like him, they'll put him up against what's called a jobber. It's just something you can just go in, beat the shit out of, and leave, and that's it. No. Yeah, I'm not going to do too much of pulling the curtain behind the back, but
At least not.
because, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm not the first one to say it, and I'm not going to be the last one to say it. It's just wrestling's something crazy, because there's good things about wrestling, and then there's there's bad marks about wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which can be with anything, there's egos, and then there's people who, it's getting bad recently. It's people who hate you because, you disagree with somebody else. And which I know is like anywhere, and especially in society today, which is what pisses me off about society, is just because, I'm not going to go into politics, but all I'm saying is,
That's right, we're going to try to keep that out of our channel for a while.
If you like somebody and you disagree with them, That is a basic human emotion, and that is okay. If you don't like somebody, but you agree with what they're saying, that is okay. It is fine. There's a lot of stuff that I'm pretty sure David and I don't agree on. There's a lot of things.
There would be.
You know, it's just, but even from like the little things, like, you know,
You've grown your hair out like a hippie.
it's like you like mayonnaise. I like Miracle Whip. I mean, it's as simple as that. Like, we may have disagreements on that. I don't know.
I thought you were trying to get into something because I like mayonnaise.
I like Miracle Whip.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we found something out about each other.
But yeah, see, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna sit here and
That's
go.
it, Deke. I don't like you anymore.
Nah, fuck. I ruined it.
But yeah, I guess jumping off from that, the idea with this channel is to kind of do, I guess there's this, the podcast, or I guess commentary, and then we'll also have, are we planning to do gameplay videos, I guess more in-depth than what this is?
Yeah, this was just pretty much kind of like, so people can watch me just, I guess, pretty much, I want to just do one thing before we stop, and I gotta find a person to do this, because this is my favorite thing to do. And I was trying to get to a town so I could find civilization, but let's keep talking.
Alright. So, I guess we'll have more in-depth gameplay. We'll also have probably some type of vlog type thing. I'm not 100% sure. May even give you a teaser with the name right now. Potentially call it Into the Jungle.
You already branded it. That's what it is now. It's the one thing you never do, David. I should have stopped you, but I didn't.
Look, there's a person. And I suppose we'll also kind of, I think it'd be interesting to do like a history of a wrestling type thing. I know since Deke is more into that, I feel like he has a wealth of knowledge to give out to people and make videos about. But that's completely up to him. Aside from that, I guess keep your ears open, stay subscribed, and hopefully you'll follow us along for the rest of this journey.
Yeah, and also if you have any suggestions on what we need to, what you want us to talk, like if there's like a topic or something that happens and you guys are like, oh, I want to hear their opinion on this, or you know, what do they think about this, or even a game that you guys want us to try out, or even a guest that you might think would be great for the show.
Yeah, absolutely, especially if it's someone that's in like the Midwest wrestling scene, because I feel like it's such an untapped market.
I already got my list on who I definitely want to try to get on here.
Yeah. But I feel like it's such an untapped market that there's a lot to be learned about.
So David, this is what I'm going to do. Hey,
right.
Okay. You catch him. You get off your horse. And you hog tie his ass. Ooh.
What?
Yeah. David, I'm a bad person.
Jesus and Satan.
What'd he say?
I don't know. Something about Jesus saved me, but he ain't
Do you
here.
just leave him?
No. That's no. You don't just leave him. For him to tell people, hey, this guy got him? No. You take him with you.
We'll take his hat.
Where he's going, he won't need a hat.
Get time to the railroad track. Now I want to just point out that the physics in this are not accurate, because that man would have fallen off.
What in the hell?
Hey, David.
No. It's a game. It's meant for enjoyment. What are you doing with this poor man?
I was going to put him on railroad tracks, but, you know, you ruined that idea. So.
What do you mean ruined? That would have been a great idea.
Sounds crazy thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put up this cliff here.
Shit on the table.
Yes. See if this is high enough. Should be. Oh yeah. Over there's the ridge right here. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna die.
What are you doing? Jesus Christ, Deke.
Oh no, we fucking fell. Come here. Oh.
Well, now he's knocked out. What's up with the
Nope.
top of his head?
Nope, he's good. He's bald.
Well, yes, but it looks like there's some dark marking there.
Oh. He's probably dirty as well. I mean, it's the Old West. Okay, I gotta make sure he's okay.
What do you mean make sure he's okay?
You okay, sir? Are you flailing around like a fish? Yeah,
I
you
thought
are.
he was about to.
Alright, so this is not high enough cliff. So, David, here's another thing I want to show you. You take your double barrel shotgun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Shit, do I have it? Okay, pump action will work just as fine. Take your pump action, you aim it at his head, and then you go, oh, bam, and it's gone.
Okay. Interesting, Deke. Very interesting. We're gonna leave on a very dark note.
Hey,
That's fine.
you should have never mentioned the
That's
railroad,
the
and that,
brand.
that would have been it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna pretty much do whatever we want. In the sense of, we're not gonna do stupid shit, but like, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's right. So if you're interested in what we have to say, what we have to showcase, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you along.
Yep, so thanks everybody for...
If you've made it this far into the video. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thank you everybody for, like David said, making it this far into the video. Like I said, if you have any suggestions on what we need to do, what kind of, people we need to bring on and all this, I'm hoping there could be some really big name people that can come on here by the end of this year. And I want to talk. I'll talk to Dave about that off podcast. But yeah. So thank you guys for checking out the FM channel. I know I'm going to be sharing the shit out of it, just like you should.
Yeah, absolutely.
And David,
if you think your friends would enjoy this stuff, not gonna force you to do it.
Yeah, and
But it'd be
David,
cool.
I'm glad we're doing this.
I'm glad we're doing this too. Takes me back.
Also, before we stop, you're gonna see my cell phone camera here in a second.
What's going on?
2.
Beside each
All right. No, it's fine. Okay, so now you get to see. This is David, and hi, this is me. And right now, this is our little recording setup for what we have so far. Eventually,
very professional here.
very professional. Eventually, we will have a table here. All these boxes will be gone. And we'll have a table here, and that's what we'll sit for the podcast mostly, and we'll have a video camera filming it. But, David, I have something for you.
Yes.
It's a messy closet. All right, David. Now, for what people don't know is that David here
That's me.
is a huge Spooderman fan.
Yes. I should put this down.
Yeah, I think this way we'll pick it up. Okay. He is a huge Spooderman fan.
I am indeed.
All right.
This is way
And
down. I don't think I've ever
I'm
been
not,
recorded.
and we were born in the same month. I'm not going to say the date, but we were born in January of 97. Yes.
Yes.
So what I got right here, it's not January. It is February, but it is an issue of Spider-Man from the month after we were born.
That is really cool.
I figured you like this. Yeah. See, it's right there. February 97. And the funny part is it's issue 420. I thought you would enjoy that. You're not like you smoke or anything. It's just it's funny.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
This is really cool. Thank you, Deke.
All right, let's hop back on the mics.
All right.
So as well as doing stuff also on here, popping in with a little recording like that, also something we want to do. I know we're just keep dragging this shit on, but we'll end it here. David, this has been fun. I can't wait to continue doing this. I'm glad we got everything figured out. We've had so many problems, but that is the story.
I wouldn't say we've got everything figured out.
We're starting to.
In a working state.
But that's a story for another day. Thank you for listening to us blamble on about nothing. Tune in next week whenever we have new stuff to talk about and hopefully new guests to talk with.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you guys for listening. Subscribe and stay funky.